Hi, you guys. This is Misty with the Oracle Evolution. Welcome back to my channel. I am here just to give a message or some messages for some of you, one of you, perhaps none of you, right? I don't know, but what I do know is that it is currently 4:30 in the morning, my time. Um, I actually fell asleep really early. I was in a really good sleep, and a friend called and woke me up. And what's funny about it is this person typically goes to bed probably around the same time, um, but they were energized, like, oh yeah, we're gonna talk, and we did have some good conversations. Um, but I just knew that was out of the person's norm to just be up at that time. I mean, just like super energized. Um, and it just made me think of, especially with some of the conversations, some of the things that we talked about. For example, one of the questions that was asked was, what did you do to be productive today? Or what have you done that was productive today? And that's funny because that's one of the things that has just kind of been on my mind. Me knowing that, I kind of took a little break, or a rest, or, whatever it is. But getting signs maybe starting a couple of days ago that it was time to get back um, to doing whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing, right? Giving out messages, like whatever it is that I'm meant to do. Like it was, my rest time was over. Um, and it's funny because another instance or way that I knew that was I received a donation, and it was the person put that it was a love donation. And I mean, I thought that was just so beautiful, and it said so many different things to me, you know, maybe at some other type of level, because for me, our creator is absolutely love. And love as in not just a feeling, not just an emotion. Love is in an action. And this person, who I'm not going to say their name because I don't have permission to, but they took the action to send a donation to me, to the channel. um, yeah, I mean, it just made me think of, like, okay, it felt like a sign that, again, love you, but your rest time is over. And, it was actually something that I already knew. It wasn't something that I needed to be told, but it was something that may have needed like a little bit of extra motivation to get out of my comfort mode and actually get up and take action, move forward, doing whatever it is that I needed to do. And so that's part of the message. So for someone, and I don't know if you're receiving signs, perhaps this is your sign, but the rest period that you are currently in was well deserved. You needed it. There's no reason to feel any guilt or shame or, anything like that. No worrying about what you could have, would have, should have done in that time. Because this is something that you needed to help propel you to keep moving forward. However, that rest time is over, that break time is over, and it's time to get back to co-creating with the divine. Okay, so that's one thing. And it could be that, like I said, one of the messages, or some of the messages, or all of the messages, I don't know, they might resonate for you. They might be for you. They may not be. I don't know. But another thing is, it kind of just comes together because I had, some things that have been kind of coming together probably for the past 2 weeks, where, I've been attempting, like, okay, let me go ahead and do this message. Let me go ahead and share this message. But for some reason, like, it was never really time. It never felt like it was time for me to share the message. Like, something wasn't, like, it wasn't ready, like something wasn't complete. Okay. And so if you have been struggling to work on a project or a task or create something, and you have continuously felt like, well, it's just not ready yet, don't be discouraged. What I'm feeling is that you were right. Like, it wasn't ready yet, or it was, and not ready because, not ready as in meaning that you did something wrong or you left something out, but meaning that it wasn't quite time. Like, there are things behind the scenes that you are not aware of, will not be aware of, that have to come together, that have to take place in order for things to come together the way that they're meant to. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for you. But it's not about you. It's not about anything that you're missing or lacking or didn't do, or it is just about other things have to come together that are not in your control. And you sitting back, taking a step back, being patient and letting go and waiting, and just letting the universe work its magic has been appreciated. Because I get, like, whoever it's for, that's what you did. You didn't fight or fuss about it, which tells me that maybe normally you would. But in this instance you did not. You were patient, and you're learning to just let go and go with the flow, I guess. And it's appreciated. It's definitely working in your favor. Okay. But the message that I have essentially been sitting on, because those are just like in addition to, and I actually had pulled some cards on it, and they're sitting on this table, like right beside me, so I'll probably glance at it, just to help me to remember, what the cards were exactly. But this is, again, for someone, one of you, some of you, none of you, I don't know. Only you will know. You'll know if it's for you, or if it's not for you. But one of the cards that I pulled was gift. And what I'm getting is that you have been given a gift or a set of gifts. And what I hear, again, because I heard it, before I pressed record, I heard this, just being said, and I'm hearing it again. But you are the gift. So for some of you, you have been given a set of gifts, and for some of you, you are the gift. And that could be for both, whoever. That could be for just whoever's listening in general. But you have a set of gifts. You are the gift. And you need to know that and understand that. But this set of gifts are the gift of vision. You have a vision. You have a clear vision. You have the gift of some type of sight. To be used to help yourself and to help others. You have the gift of community. You've been gifted with a community. And what I get from that is that I have to kind of explain a little bit about this community. Because sometimes when we hear the word community, we think of people that are in our actual space, surrounding us, in our day-to-day lives that we interact with. But what I'm getting is that it's actually much more than that, much more than you, than either any of us, like, I don't know, maybe it's beyond our understanding, okay? But this community, it's more than just a set of people. It's more than a set of people that you know. It's more than people that you interact with. Sometimes this community comes in the form of a specific energy. And this energy weaves in and out of people that you know and people that you don't know. And that makes me think of, again, the phone call that I received that was kind of like, I took it as it's time to get up. That person is someone that I know of, that's in, my space and my energy. And I know that person, right? And that's what we would typically think of as community. But the other example being the person who sent that donation, I don't know the person in real life, right? I don't know this person. Like, this person isn't someone that, I talk to, that I see, that I spend time with. It's not that type of community, but the feeling that I get is this person is part of my community all the same. Okay? And you're going to know when someone is a part of your community and when they're not. But in order to discern the difference, in order to know the difference, you have to expand your beliefs. You have to kind of have like a paradigm shift, like this change in how you think or what you think your community really is. It's much grander than just who and what is around you. Okay? You've also been gifted with guardians, whether you know it or not. And your guardians could be your ancestors. They could be some type of spirit guides. They could be angels. I don't know. They could be, archangels. I don't know who your guardians are. Aside from one of them is the Creator itself. But you have guardians, and they check in on you. They send you signs to let you know that you're safe, that you're loved, you're safe to be who you are, to be your authentic self, and you're loved because you are who you are, your authentic self. Okay? And it's funny because there was a day that I was driving to the store, like just a little convenience store nearby, and there was a black cat walked in front of my car. And I know some people think that black cats, are bad luck, but I don't. I think it's quite the opposite. But I thought to myself, like, what is this? The Matrix? Like a black cat just walks, just walks in front of my car. And this is like, I live in the country. So I don't know. I just thought about the Matrix, because in the first one, how that black cat, it would be like deja vu. The black cat would walk by, right? And then another one, like you would see it walk by again. It was like deja vu. And that's even funnier because I drove up a little further and there was another black cat that just walked right in front of the car. And I looked up the meaning, like, the meaning of black cats. And anytime you look up any type of, spiritual sign that you may get, there are going to be several different meanings. And the key is what speaks to you. It could be the first message that you see, it could be the last message that you see, but something is going to resonate with you. And what I saw was that you have guardians. And it's funny because that's actually one of the cards that came out. And it was like, you're being protected, like you're being loved and cared for, and whatever, by guardians. And it actually said two guardians, in particular. It just said two guardians, like you have two guardians watching over you. And ironically, there were two black cats that walked by, and they didn't just walk in front of the car. Like, they walked in front of the car and they made eye contact, like, yeah, I know you see me watching you. I just thought that was funny. And I did think of, like, this is weird. I think I don't know. But the other part has to do with loyalty and power. So what I got from loyalty is that it is imperative that you are true and loyal to your authentic self, to who you really are. To know that, what your gifts are and that you are the gift. But trust in these things and trust in yourself. And therein lies your superpower. There's your power. That's where the magic is going to start to happen. You're going to see things unfold. But you have to really understand who you are. You have to remember who you are. And you have to be true to yourself, to who that person is, to who you are authentically. And you have to just know and trust in the Creator. Like, we're talking about the Creator that you can't see, that you don't see, that you won't necessarily see, but that just is. Okay? So anyways, again, I don't know if that message is for anyone at all, but just know that I love you, and thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share the video, subscribe if you liked the message, and if you loved it, and even if you didn't. But either way, I hope to see you again. Misty with the Oracle Evolution. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye.